Hello, Knox Consortium. It's Father Brandimarti again. It's good to speak with you. It's good to see you again. I am coming to you from, I'm currently in phase two of Chabaluk, Chaplain's Basic Officer Leadership course here at Fort Jackson. Yeah, so the last time I checked in, I just finished the basic training phase. It's called DCC, Direct Commission Course, and that is teaching you how to be a soldier. So, as a chaplain, I am not just a priest, I'm not just a religious leader. I am, as they say in the Army, I am first and foremost a soldier, I am then an officer, and then I am a chaplain. Now, I'm a priest first and before any of that. But from the Army's perspective, every soldier is a soldier, and then every officer is an officer, and only after I've learned those two pieces can I be a chaplain. So direct commission was all about making me into a soldier. That was the gas chamber and all that fun stuff. Um, but that is over. That's been over for it's crazy to think almost a month now. And now I'm in. So that's DCC is phase zero because it's the basic of the basic. I I got my I don't wear it on this uniform, but I got my little ribbon that says that I'm graduated from the basic training portion, and now I'm in school, to be honest. And my days are longer here in school than they were in the basic training because things were broken up. We might have a very early morning, but then the day's over once we finish what we need to finish, whether that's doing our medical qualifications or doing our medical tests for our own bodies, or doing the gas chamber, going on a run. Now it's frankly it's like school again. So phase one is as I said, it's very much that officer training piece. So that was about 3 weeks long. I've finished with that, and that was teaching me how to be an officer. So not only an officer, a staff officer. So staff officer is exactly what it sounds like. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of administration. It's a lot of knowing where you fit in. One of the most important things that they teach us is, your congregation back home will take you seriously because of your position there. And people will give your rank respect in the Army. But if you want to be taken seriously, no matter what your job is in the Army, whether you're a cook or an infantryman or a chaplain or a doctor, you need to speak the language and you need to be that good officer, in addition to being a good soldier. So learning how to interact with my fellow officers on a battalion or brigade staff is has been what I've been learning. I've been learning how to write the Army way. So I apologize to the staff in advance. All of my email, you're probably going to get a lot of Army formatted emails and memos for the immediate future, just because it's once you get indoctrinated, you're kind of there. But it's been very good learning how to serve in the Army, learning how to serve our soldiers, learning how to serve commanders. As chaplains, we have two main responsibilities to the Army. We provide religious services, and we advise our commanding officers on religious and ethical issues. So this past month it's been it's a lot of what people I think would find, they call it the boring stuff. A lot of writing, a lot of learning how to write, a lot of learning how to do emails the proper way, logging into military systems. But it's extremely important because in order for me to be taken seriously by my commanding officer, I need to be able to do those things well. So it's been challenging, but it's been good. My days have been, as I said, they've been consistent, but they've actually been longer when you average it out. So I think the last time I talked to you, there was the crazy 3 a.m. to midnight day that we had when we were learning how to do land navigation and when we were doing our marches. Now, my days, begin a little bit later than they had, like 3:30, but very few breaks. So we do PT, and I wake up early so I can say mass and so I can do my prayers. But once we hit PT at 05:30, we are off and running until 6 p.m. And by that point, I come back, I do my homework, and I go to bed. I have homework almost every day. We have memos to prepare and write. We have things that we need to do and need to turn in. It is, there's an academic portion to it. And with all Army schools, there is, whether you're more so on the officer side, but on the enlisted side as well. I think the big advantage for us, but also the challenge, is that everybody who's here is required to have a master's degree. So none of us can feign ignorance that we don't know how to write a paper. Our professors, the chaplains who are above us, who are teaching us, they know that that would be a lie, because all of us have the degrees to be leaders in our own ministry. Other than that, it's been wonderful to continue to get to know people here, to learn about them. One of the most valuable things that I've been able to do is to teach so many people about the Catholic faith. Things that they thought they knew that they did not know, things that were wrong that I've been able to correct. I've had more than one person let me know that they were very against the Catholic Church until they met me. And that's not, for me, that's all for God's glory and for the glory of Holy Mother Church on earth, that we are able to fix some of those things and having that encounter. So I especially encourage everybody, when you have friends and family who aren't Catholic, do not be afraid to encounter them. I don't argue. I don't argue with anyone. We can't argue, which is kind of nice. So the minute somebody gets into a thing, we can just kind of, hey, I'm not going to argue. You ask me a question. This is what we believe. And I think that's been very valuable. So I'd encourage and challenge everybody who has maybe a friend or family member who thinks some things that are wrong about the faith, to just make yourself available, answer questions, be honest. But it's been wonderful. My closest friends here are not Catholic. My two brother priests here are wonderful people, but I spend much more time with my squad, and the people I spend the most time with are a Latter-day Saint and a Presbyterian minister. So we did have a very, very sad event happen a couple weeks ago. During our morning run, one of the chaplains collapsed on the run, and unfortunately he did pass away. And that's been very, very difficult to deal with. His name was Pascal Bouma. So I'd ask that in your charity you please pray for him. Please pray for his wife and his family. He was from Cameroon, which is where Father Michael's from. And his wife just got to the United States from Cameroon, and she is 2 months pregnant. So I'm sorry to drop that so abruptly, but I do ask that you pray for the Bouma family. Pray for Chaplain Bouma, for the repose of his soul. He was a Christian chaplain. Eternal rest grant unto him, Lord. Please have mercy on him. Please forgive him any wrongdoing he's done, and give comfort and peace to his family. For the remainder of my time here, I'm currently, the phase I'm in now is learning how to be a chaplain, which is more than just being a priest. And I wish I could tell you more about that, but today was the first day of that. So the next time I meet you in video, I will be able to give you, I'll give you one more video update at least before we see each other again in person. In the meantime, please know I'm praying for you every day. Please know I'm praying for all the Mass intentions that you've sent me. And I hope that your Lent is happy and holy. Please continue to keep me in prayer. And also, I know, I believe that when you get this, our former seminarian, Kevin Girardi, will have already been ordained a deacon. So thank you for your prayers for him. Please keep praying for him. Well, God bless you. Have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful day. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. I look forward to seeing you again on May 7th when I return. God bless you. Bye-bye.